What did you find at the Still Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. Do all these people have to be here right now? I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not too long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillemine has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and, by association, yours. Come on. Get your chocobo out of my face, man. Thank you. Ah, as I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So, it was found in a locked chest labeled as property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Corthus, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Like, the people smothering the quest giver stuff that's a part of MMOs, I get it, that doesn't overly bother me. It's the chocobos, and I get it, they have their chocobos out because they're doing their questing with their chocobo, so they can level their chocobo up. I get it, it's fine, but man, is it obnoxious. Get your chocobo out of my face. Someone tampering with the shipments? Fury, strike me down if all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey, now, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a House Hallinart man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipments did it, though. I know most of them what worked the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could it have been the fellas that were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgardian knights and inquisitors, a lot of them, as if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim Front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. Beg your pardon. You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Hallinart shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Oh, I'm gonna search them. I'm gonna get my hands all up inside them. I'm in your stuff! You find a rosary. You find a rosary. But no rosary in that one. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the knight at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Hashepont, I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. Ah, but more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries? In every single parcel bound for Skyfire Locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is more than a crass attempt to sully House Hallinart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Hallam that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. I'm starting to wonder if I'm going to be level 60 by the time I get to Heavensward, which is insane because I should be level 60 at the end of Heavensward. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Hallinert were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Briggy. Tell her that House Fortemps asks, nay, demands, that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. What is it, my child? Lord Harshapont would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. This is how it should be. Look at this. Nobody standing in my way. No birds in my face. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Soapy, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition the Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. You heard the man. I'm gonna do everything I can in my power. I'm gonna keep him living. But yeah, this is like a witch trial. Like straight up, it's a witch trial. Guillaume's like, what makes you say that this is a witch? And then one of the other people's is like, she turned me into a newt. And then Guillaume stares at him like, a newt? And they're like, well, I got better. And then the third person's like, burn the witch! Alright, fine, we'll burn the witch. Hell, Soapy, as you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us as a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Ooh, I'm sitting here like going, that's a fancy name. Jochen Charlemagne Francel de Herenart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Draconians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. Stupid! So basically they're saying, like, your choice is basically to die or to die. You can either jump and die, or you can be pushed off and die. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall rebuild their draconian forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Harshapont. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Haurchefant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. The Holy See is their church, by the way. To defy the will of the Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Haurchefant arrives, Sophie. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. So the Cherugan's gotta die first, because they're gonna heal. And we'll take out the archer. Look, look, Lord Haurchefant has come. In the name of House Vortems, I demand you lay down your arms. Oh, that guy called us a guardian scum. Oh, there's the dragon. Okay, again, we gotta kill the Cherugan first. Alright, so here's a little thing for you guys. Fighting the dragon in this fight is actually pointless, because you need to beat the named knight guy here, the unyielding Alderic. I don't remember why he runs. This will not be forgotten, but you can see once you beat him, the dragon flies away. Alderic drops a rosary. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Hollinart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury! A draconic rosary? Then the knights who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Haurchefant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francois, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to court this, Sophie. Pray, locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Horsefant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hollenart. Praise alone, it did not come to that. But it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Sophie. Pray, visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. You look well, Sophie. May I say what a pleasure it is, or it was, to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. I am pretty awesome, I gotta admit. Were it not for you, Lord Francois would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Hollenart shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. Yes, because that is why I'm here. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. We will find out. We will find out right now. How quickly the commoner's opinion change. They say Lord Francois is an innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Corthus several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. The Lord Horsefant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Oh, so you at last encountered... Oh, add another chalk mark up for that one. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe the congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil. Ah, well, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare. I will write a letter to Lord Drillamont of Whitebrim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francois to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well on your journey, Sophie. May Helone guide you. Wonderful to see you again, Sophie. If there is anything I can do to repay you, name it. So, the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Hollenart. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. Oh, come... No, you know what? No. Just no. I'm gonna sit here and wait until these stupid people go away. With their stupid chocobo. Thank you. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillamont, nevertheless I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Hollenart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtlessly still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. Alright, so welcome to White Brim Front, I believe is what it's called. This is, I believe, one of the most poorly designed... I'm being mean. It's not... I was going to say one of the most poorly designed locations in any game ever, but it's not that horrid. It's just pretty bad. You'll see. You desire an audience with Lord Drillamont, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. Well, maybe if you stopped being mean to your wife, she would let you sleep in the bed instead on the couch. What do we have here? Letters from Lords Horshapont and Foncel? A likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do, what to do... Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Dillamont's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Alboys. Yes, Sir Alboys can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. I just barely held a sneeze in there. And I mean barely. I'm sure you could hear it in my voice while I was reading. Alright, so you're gonna spend an hour trying to figure out where this character is. She's in here. Sir Brunadier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help you, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillamont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head Cherugan Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Sure. Are you here to visit a patient, madam? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Four Temps and Helenart? With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray, proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Goderno. He should know Lord Drillamont's current whereabouts. What reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillamont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Alright, thank you for the advice. Sir Godina permitted you passage? Very well, speak. I let my letters do my talking for me. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? We are the scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillamont. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to Corthus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Non Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive? But that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in White Brim Front but 3 mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the Calamity, and 2 scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your wise counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this murmurous farce. You three will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from the stone vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Cid, Sophie, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Guillemot's trust, understood? Yes, let's tell him our plans right here in front of him and the Inquisitor that's against us. That's a good idea. I like this planning.